So how does it feel to be back on the political scene?
You know, I'll tell you the truth, for the last 3 years I've felt kind of depressed being out of it, and it feels really good to be out among the people and giving speeches and campaigning and trying to make the world a better place.
You said your slogan, I guess, is going to be a get it done sort of
Correct.
campaign. Sort of elaborate on that.
Well, you know, there's been several times in history where the Democrats have had the presidency, they've had the United States Senate, they've had the House of Representatives, but they were unable to actually get things done. They really didn't deliver on all their promises that were made. I think in 2009, as I said in my speech, that we'll have the presidency, we'll have the U.S. Senate, we'll have the House. We need to deliver on our promises. If we don't, we will not be the party in control in 2011.
How do you plan to appeal to voters in Northeast Missouri, which is a big chunk of the district?
You know, I plan to appeal to them just with the strength that I brought to the Senate and to the legislature. I don't think that anybody will ever say that there was any member of the legislature who ever fought for democratic principles any harder than me. And I think that's really important. When you're one among 400 plus people, you better have a strong personality, you better be a fighter, and you better be willing to get things done.
On some issue-oriented questions, economic stimulus plan, what was your take on that?
Well, I think it was a little bit. I don't think it will have a great effect. I think we should prevent the tax cuts from becoming permanent. I was very disturbed to hear yesterday that $35 billion contract went to France to build airplanes. That's not good for our national security. I believe that a middle-class tax cut would be good.
FISA, what's your take on the FISA debate?
Pardon me?
FISA, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act?
I would vote against that bill. I don't think that there should be I don't think there should be warrantless wiretaps.
And you don't think there should be retroactive immunity for the telecom industry?
I don't think immunity should ever be given to anybody. I think that everybody should have their day in court.
On the war, what is your vision for the presence in Iraq and Afghanistan?
Well, obviously, when I take office in January, the situation will be differently. I think we have an enemy. The enemy is Al-Qaeda. I think they have a leader. I can't understand why this president has been in power for 7 years, that he is not either dead or in jail. I think we need to break the back of Al-Qaeda and use any force necessary to achieve that.
And one final question. You did endorse Hillary Clinton for president.
Yes,
How come you did that?
Experience and readiness. You know, I've been in the legislature a long time. I think that it takes someone who understands how the process works, that they can hit the ground running. She's also a person that I've known personally for a long time, and I have great confidence in her. I think a lot of Barack Obama, I'm moved by his speeches, but whether he's actually ready to be President of the United States, I'm not quite sure.